Good morning, warriors. Fernando here, God's Prepared Warrior, and welcome to Wednesday. It is really gloomy and foggy where I am. It's one of those days, it's a misty day. It's one of those days you don't want to travel because it's just, it's not like rain. It's just really wet and slick. And yeah, it's annoying. But I made it to work, thank the Lord. And here we are for today. So I want to talk about today about controlling the small window of opportunity, right? Most people think that preparedness is about, big events, storms, blackouts, unrest. It is. It can be those things. But, disruptions often begin in small windows of opportunity where preparedness is tested, quickly and or quietly and not dramatically, right? A dead phone battery, right? An empty gas tank, a forgotten medication, a moment of distraction in a parking lot, right? These are the gaps where problems enter, right? Preparedness starts with closing small gaps before they become really big emergencies, right? So how do we apply this? Keep your phone charged, right? I mean, you have to keep your phone charged. In my bag, in my get home bag that I carry, I have several ways to charge my phone. I mean, here in the truck, I also have a way to do that too. But away from the truck, I have several ways that I can charge my phone. And these two ways will last up to 2 days. So, I'm at work, I'm able to charge inside the building. I'm also able to charge solarly inside the building. So, those are the ways, right? I have several. It's like backups to your backups, right? But it's keeping your phone charged and carrying a small power bank. You should never let your vehicle drop below half a tank, right? Because that's where problems happen. Traffic was a nightmare today because of the weather. And what if there was an accident and in the middle of construction? Guess what? The highway would become a parking lot for several hours until all of that was cleared up, right? And anything below half a tank, where I'm traveling, there's not really where you can say, oh, there's a gas station on every corner. No. And so the risk factor in that is really high because you might run out of gas as you're traveling. So don't let your gasoline tank drop below half a tank because that can lead to opportunities for you to be stuck until help arrives, right? We should maintain spares of, essentials, right? That you rely on daily, right? Like glasses. I did a video not too long ago about, my spare glasses because I forgot my glasses at home, but I was okay and I could, do that. So maybe it's medication, right? Have spare medication. Maybe it's a spare key somewhere, right? We should slow down in public spaces, right? Rushing creates vulnerability. It also can be a way that you're distracted, right? Because you don't see everything because you're in such a rush, right? Most incidents don't happen because people were unprepared for everything. They happen because they were unprepared for something really, really small, right? We got to have the warrior mindset, right? This mindset that our head is on a swivel, the mindset that we have situational awareness about us, and that we have all of the things that we need to utilize during our day, right? You know, I'm a forgetful person, and so, you know, I'll forget my glasses, but I have a spare, right? And so it's just thinking, you know, what are the things that I need to have for this day, for this trip, for work, right? What are those things, right? Maybe you create a checklist, right? Preparedness is not, you know, about panic. I say that a lot. It's not about panic. It's about discipline. It's about disciplining yourself, and being prepared, not for everything, but for anything, right? It's living with intention, and it's not living always reacting, right? It is recognizing that consistency beats intensity. That's the important thing, right? When you close the small windows, you reduce risks across every area of your life, right? So, guys, be steady, right? Be aware, pay attention, be intentional, live life intentionally, right? Be prepared, even in the small things. Guys, have a great Wednesday, and hope to see you on the next video. Be safe out there. It's kind of ugly out here where I'm at. All right, see you in the next video, guys.